Hello, all of my Sunday school teachers and leaders. Thank you for making Moving Up Day wonderful. We had some small hiccups where several of our teachers couldn't quite take roles, but we've got that all fixed. So it should be great for this week. I hope you're loving the series called Zoom. We are going to be looking at the first 5 books of the Bible, a zoom in on each one of these books and kind of the overarching theme. So last week we looked at Genesis. That's this for Genesis. Exodus, you're going to take and we're going to open up like we're exiting the door. And we want these kids to try to memorize these first 5 books. So Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Okay, so those are just some motions to help them memorize the first 5 books called the Torah. Now we looked at Genesis last week. It's how everything came to be in creation and some of those first families. And we saw it didn't take long for kind of this beautiful, perfect world to fall into sin. So now we're going to see in the book of Exodus that these people, this chosen group of people who've chosen to worship the one true God, they are in, they're in slavery. And so God sends a deliverer for them. And so we're going to also see that ultimately God sends the ultimate deliverer for us in Jesus, but we always want to link Old Testament and New Testament and help them to see what does that mean. So that's a great word to help unpack for kids. If you see these big biblical terms that we know maybe as adults and seem foreign to kids, try to help pull out that one word, spell it out if you need a dry eraser board, help them to see why did they need a deliverer. Well, because they were in bondage. They were slaves, and that's not good. And so God sent someone to free them from their situation. So ultimately, God sent Jesus as our deliverer to free us from our situation of sin. So you've got some really fun things to do this week. The first little activity that y'all have coming up, which is part of the whole Zoom, you're going to have these pictures cut out and you're going to show them this picture first, and then this picture, and then this one and this one. And it's just it's like really close up, but they're seeing if they can guess what that picture is. And it's an airplane. And why an airplane? Well, because an airplane is going to take you from one place to another, just like Moses helped bring them from one place to another. All right, so everybody's going to have that. It's a really great one. This is usually a fun thing, and whether you're the younger kids or the older kids, you'll have some kind of an activity page to follow up with at the end of your time. Our Bible verse this week is from Philippians, and Philippians chapter 4, verse 19. And we're going to shorten it up, especially during kids worship and for our younger kids, so that they can truly just focus on these words. And my God will provide, or my God will meet all your needs. My God will meet all your needs. And so with that, we have a really fun little sheet. We're going to have these all cut up for you. And there's a really great game where we're going to see if they can put them in order. Now, for some kids, I'm going to have these where it is numbered, but the other ones do not have it numbered. We're going to see if the kids can put it in order and have a little bit of a race. You have your Bible verse sign right there. And then here's the one without the numbers. Okay, fun game coming. So with that, we're going to be talking about needs versus wants. And many kids, they kind of know, but when we're living here in America, we have so many things that we think we need, but really it's just a want. And so I want to show you kind of a picture of this game set up because I had to kind of wrap my head around it a little bit. Okay. So in your room, if you can imagine, I didn't draw this super dark. So you're going to have 2 lines made with tape on the floor, and you're going to have 2 baskets, and one's going to have the word need in it and one's going to have the word want in it. Then you're going to have the kids line up 2 teams behind these lines. Okay. So you're going to have these kids stand, and then each team is going to be given paper, and they're going to crumble up their team colors paper. So one team will probably be pink. The other team will be green. And the whole idea is they're going to be given this crumpled up piece of paper. And you're going to have your 2 buckets sitting out there. One, come on, has the word want on it, and the other has the word need on it. And you're going to say a word, and then they're going to have to throw their paper and try to aim it towards the correct thing. So for example, you say a bike. Is that a need or a want? Well, it's kind of a need or a want. I'm so sorry. It's a want. Okay. What about a cell phone? Well, maybe for your parents, it's more of a need because you need to communicate, but it's a want. Can you survive without a cell phone? Believe it or not, adults, we can. Okay. What about water? Okay. That is a definite need. We need water. So we're going to list out some things and then have them sit down and ask them, what are some things that you truly need? What are some actual needs? And what are some things that God has provided for you in the past? So that's going to be a really fun little game. Another last little thing, and I'm going to put some dry eraser markers in your buckets, and it's called Doodle Prayer Collage. And what we want them to do is you're going to ask the kids to draw a picture on your dry eraser board or wherever you've got it, and write down something that is their prayer request. Write down something that they need. And then I want to encourage you guys, like, it's so easy to pray for them, but encourage them to pray. Do popcorn praying, where you are really encouraging them. Hey guys, I'm going to give all of you just a minute. And we're going to start right here and we're going to go around this circle. And we want to create for you that opportunity to try to pray. And it could be one sentence. It's like, what was that need that you had? Oh, you need help on your homework. God, would you please help me with my homework? And then like help remember those things and help them see how God has actually met their needs this next week. So I am excited to see what is going to be happening with this curriculum and this series of lessons. I'm very, very excited. So you guys have an awesome weekend, and I cannot wait to see you on Sunday. Oh, by the way, on Sunday night, please, please, please join us at 4:00 as we celebrate our wonderful Jason and Naomi Young and all of the years that they have poured into Parkside. So that's from 4 to 6. Bring cards with lots of love in it, and we're just going to celebrate all that they have done for Parkside. So please join us this Sunday night as well. Bye, everybody.